In this demonstration, I will play the role of an applicant, and Ms. Howe will play the role of the PVP office. So this is UPOV PRISMA. We are running this in a test environment. It's not the production. So. This is an application for rice variety in Vietnam. So I completed the different chapters. I can go quickly through that, the applicant, the denomination, the information about the novelty, and the technical questionnaire for the rice variety, or the information that are needed using the UPOV technical questionnaire. And once all the fields are completed, I will submit the application. So what will happen here is actually the PDF will be generated in Vietnamese, because this is the output form language. So we'll get the PDF generated, and then after that, the information will be sent out to the transferred, as I explained before, to the UPOV EPVP admin module. So as I said, first of all, there is this possibility to review the information. We'll click on next, and then after that, I will acknowledge the disclaimer of UPOV EPVP. And finally, as I said, the application will be submitted. A notification email will be sent to the applicant and the PVP office to inform the applicant that this information, this application data is transferred, and then the application will be transferred automatically to the UPOV EPVP admin module. So once this is done, so the UPOV EPVP admin module will receive the information, and then the PVP office can process the application. And then I will pass the floor to Ms. Ha to continue the next part of the demonstration.
Ứng dụng này Yes, and next I would like to continue to introduce about this platform. So you could see that this is the interface for data management of our plant protection office. And how it is conducted in abroad and in Vietnam, and all the functions are equipped with the comment section or attachment of additional files in all of the functions. And we can notify the applicant about what we've been doing. So you click and notify applicant by default, and then we submit finally. And similarly for the denomination proposed before the grant of the certificate, we can temporarily accept it. So once we have checked it out with the list of denomination of the varieties under protection, or like the varieties for commercial use in Vietnam, if there is some kind of duplication of the denomination or some thing relating to regulation of the on IP, then we can decide how we process it. Similarly, we can add comment or attach files. Similarly for the priority. So we have 21st of July 2023, and we say it is accepted. Yes. And next, the formality requirements. If we think they are suitable, we click yes, and if no, we click no. And similarly, submit. So I will go through it very quickly. And so those are the steps for the formality check. And after that, so it means that we accepted in terms of its formality, and then next we put the application number, the filing date, when everything is appropriate. And for example, application number, we put it 2003_01. So we continue to notify the applicant. And next, after the applicant was approved for its appropriateness, we look at the DUS testing. And we can also upload the results of the DUS test to this interface. And so, for example, we upload the DUS report and then submit. We can say okay in the comments, and all the actions here, it is embedded with the communicating or notifying to the applicants on the progress of their application. And after the DUS report was submitted and accepted, we can move forward to the granting of the certificates. So we can move to the after grant. Sorry. Sorry, I go back to before grant. And then we could fill in the name of the breeders who are now the holders of the certificate. So title holder here, address, country of residence, for example, Vietnam, email address, and submit. And here we would have updated information on the grant number. For example, we have the date, which show the effectiveness of the grant, any comment as well as attachment. And here we could see another function, here, push data to PLUTO. So that's the database for all the UPOV members. Then we submit. And so we've done with everything in granting a certificate. And now let's move to the after grant interface. So here we could see all the information in this dashboard. And we could also see many other functions like contact to the holder, view recommendations, where we could see all the recommendations, or we can do the transfer ownership. For example, after the variety was granted with the certificate, we can, and we would like to transfer it to different owner. And then, for example, we could change the information like the holder, applicants, or IP agents. So let's say holder here. And we say the original holder is A, and now we would like to transfer it to B. So we click here. So we continue to fill in the information to this box. And so we have transferred from A to B, and we can provide the comment, for example, the justification on the reasons of the transfer. We can provide the attachment of the transfer or the decision of the grant transfer. And so we can put everything to push it to the data to PLUTO. And in addition, we can also look at the nullify grant or cancel grant, at these two options in red. And in addition, there's one very important function that UPOV ePVPs embedded in here. That's about the report fees collection. And in here, we can fill in information when the holder paid the fee, for example, the date, the invoice number, date of payment, renewal of due dates, the number of the certificates, and the person who made the payment. And in addition, we the PVP office, if received information or comments from the third party, we can include it in this option, and we can provide the comments and attachments and notify to the applicant so that they are well aware of them. So those are the actions could be done for an application on this UPOV PVP, and I find it very useful and effective. And so it's our demonstration on how to use it, how to navigate the UPOV EPV Asia. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ha. And next, Ms. Han will play her role as an applicant, and she will access to the system and check the progress of her application. Ms. Han, over to you.
Thank you. So I will share my screen. I will now connect to the applicant interface of the module. What we can see in this part all my application before grant and then also after the grant. And because Ms. has already granted the title, the right, so I will go directly to this part. This is the launch rice variety that we just saw the demonstration on that. So you can see there all the details of the variety, my variety. And then if I click on show history, you will see everything that Ms. Ha has just done. The transfer of ownership, the right is granted, the decision on DUS was taken, the application is justified, and all of those are shown there. Moreover, there are some action that I can still go do after the grant, like termination of the grant, manage users to give access to let's say my records to other users. And before the grant, I can always contact the PVP office at any time and also withdraw the application. So another feature when Ms. Ha was showing to notify or not the applicant, every time this checkbox is ticked, you can see here a kind of bell where you can see the notification. If I go click on there, I will see the YPYP portal alert. So this is where I can see all the notifications that were done in relation to my application. So every time I will see, for example, there is a new decision regarding your variety. This is the launch rice variety. I will just put it bigger to be able to see it better. And then you see that, for example, there that the right is granted, and then there is no command from the PVP office, and anytime you can attach the attachment if anything was attached in the platform, in the AAM, going back to the AAM. So this is what I want to show for now.